Welcome. I'm Father Kevin, and this is Alert to Good News. Here's a video reflection on Sunday, October 4. Today we celebrate the feast of St. Francis of Assisi, the 13th century founder of the worldwide Franciscan family. Since I belong to this family, I feel compelled to speak about our founder. Francis came from a middle-class Italian family. Twice he went off to the wars in the region, and twice he failed miserably to find fame in them. And then one night, he had a dream, which compelled him to wrestle with the fundamental questions: what am I living for? What is the ultimate purpose of my life? Eventually, Francis gave up all his things, so to speak. He experienced his absolute dependency upon God. And in that, he found everything. An all-good God who became flesh in Jesus of Nazareth and is alive in our midst by the power of the Spirit. So Francis began to pursue the gospel way of life literally. Eventually, men and women began to gather around, religious and lay people, to live what became known as the Franciscan way of life. 800 years later, does Francis have anything to say to us? Of course. Our Pope Francis chose this saint's name and has titled his new papal letter to all people Fratelli Tutti, a phrase appearing in the saint's admonitions. The Pope's letter is being published today. St. Francis' core message can be found in three particular incidents of his life. First, as he prayed in the tumble-down chapel of San Damiano in 1205, outside the walls of Assisi, Francis heard Jesus whisper from the crucifix, "Rebuild my house, which is falling into ruins." Francis challenges us to build up our households, our communities, and beyond by doing good, for God created all of us as brothers and sisters. Another incident in Francis's life is this. As he rode one day on horseback, a man with so-called leprosy appeared before him. Francis started to ride away, but no. Francis dismounted and embraced him and saw in that leper the brokenness of human beings. In that embrace, he challenges us to become healers, comforters, and peacemakers to one another. A third incident at Laverna, just outside Florence, Italy. As Francis was praying, he suddenly experienced the marks of the crucified Jesus in his hands and feet and side. This captures for me the depth of Francis' relationship with God. He had such an intense prayer life that God gifted him with the stigmata. Francis challenges us always to be in relationship with God. This planet, in many ways, hasn't changed much in 800 years. It's still as dysfunctional as ever. Francis was able to cut through the trivia of human life and focus upon three essential questions: our relationship with God, our relationships with one another, and our positive response to the brokenness in our fellow human beings by being peacemakers, comforters, and healers. May the life of St. Francis, whose feast day we celebrate today, inspire us to intensify our own prayer life with God, to be peacemakers and comforters and healers to one another, and to do all the good we can to all the people we can, as long as ever we can. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and have a blessed day, and always be alert to good news.